Thank you, dear friends, for joining us. Firstly, it's a nice afternoon here in the national capital, I can tell you. But Siddharth has a wry smile on his face. Why, you'd ask? He's wearing yellow today, which is the case on most days anyway. But that's not the reason why he has a wry smile. He's got a wry smile because the man's not extremely happy at the moment because it's the last game at the Chepauk. He's wearing the yellow. He's wearing the yellow for the people over there. It's a color that the people in Chennai absolutely love.
Absolutely.
They have the most successful IPL franchise coming in from Chennai. Siddharth is wearing as tribute to the city that he loves the most. So that's why a wry smile on his face.
Well, I'm also glad that because see, Chennai, contrary to what we thought, monsoon could play an impact. All the pitches would be like rank turners, slow target matches. That luckily has not happened. So Chennai, I think, was one of the pitches rated as average by the ICC. Was it?
No.
Chennai and Ahmedabad were rated as average?
When? After the first couple of matches?
Yes.
Not too sure. Don't think so. Don't think so. Dharamsala was rated average.
The outfield.
Outfield was pitch was also average, if I'm not wrong.
That's sad. Yeah. So see, Chepauk. One of the venues that started the ICC World Cup.
Absolutely. Now, India, the campaign started there.
India, the campaign started right in Chepauk. Now, today's game, Pakistan versus South Africa, the most important match, it's ending there as well. So, the main news that all you people wanted is that Babar Azam's won the toss and chosen to bat. And prior to the start of the game, in the morning time, there was a bit of rain.
Just a bit of drizzle.
Just a bit of a drizzle. So, there is a bit of early moisture in the wicket, which Pakistan hopefully can negotiate at this time. But there are two major changes in the Pakistan team.
Yep.
Babar Azam has stated that Hassan Ali, anyway we carried that story yesterday that Hassan Ali is not well. So, Mohammad Wasim Jr. is in. And Usama Mir is out.
Osama Mir is out. He played a couple of matches. Remember, he played the match against Australia, if I'm not wrong. Then the last match as well that Pakistan played, which was again Afghanistan. Osama Mir, 2 games for him. Won't say that he left any sort of a mark there. Definitely remember him being involved in all the 3 catches which were dropped. First, he was the one who dropped. Then the next 2, it was off his bowling in that Australia game.
Yes.
That catches were dropped. So he's been involved. Osama Mir had a wicket or 2, I think, against Afghanistan. But
Mohammad Nawaz is in.
He makes way for Mohammad Nawaz. That is the second change as far as Pakistan are concerned. Like for like, when you say, okay, one spinner goes out, the other comes in, that tells you a bit about the surface. Maybe not if you look at Afghanistan, if you look at Pakistan, but when you talk about South Africa, they definitely read this pitch as a turner because you've got Tabraiz Shamsi coming back into the side.
Yes, they have 3 changes. One of them is this individual.
Very cute. Very cute of him. So he comes up to the toss, in case you didn't see that. Bavuma comes to the toss. Again, he was like the ceremony goes, let's say, as it's officiated at the toss. The captain then talks about what changes. But he very cutely says, 3 changes. Firstly, I'm back.
Yes. And then you got 2 major changes there. Tabraiz Shamsi is in for Lizard Williams. No Kagiso Rabada. That means you got another Chennai boy, Lungisani Ngidi, into the playing 11 today. So, Marco Jansen, Lungisani Ngidi, Tabraiz Shamsi, Keshav Maharaj, Gerald Ketseya, these 5 are going to be South Africa's bowlers.
You named Shamsi?
I named Shamsi. Okay. Shamsi, Maharaj, Ketseya, Ngidi, and Marco Jansen.
So those are the 5 bowlers. Yes, you can expect, let's say, a couple of overs from Markram if need be. Yep. Otherwise, these will be the 5 bowlers who will be doing the bulk of the bowling. Rather, 4 of those 5, you can expect them to be bowling their full quota of 10 overs. That's as far as South Africa are concerned. Let's now talk about matchups. Let's now talk about the surface at hand. Alright, before we let's say get into the nitty-gritties, first up the playing 11 as far as Pakistan are concerned, and after which we'll take you through the 11s of the playing 11 that of South Africa. So here's the 11 for Pakistan. Siddharth, if you could just quickly run us through.
All the impetus rests on Abdullah Shafiq because he's been very consistent at the top of the order.
Agreed.
Imam, yet again, off the field, he's garnered news for all the unnecessary reasons that's there. I mean, those statements that he made.
He's looking for more protein, huh?
I can't make head or tail of that statement, what he said. Massive game for Babar Azam, though, because you realize that in the backdrop of what happened yesterday, the PCB's press release has put additional pressure on Babar. And whenever any question was being asked today, he was either laughing or he was smiling, which seems to suggest that maybe, I think I have a point to prove today. That's what Babar Azam really
He's yet to fire, let's be honest.
250s.
Yeah, he's yet to really, come good in the tournament. You expect, let's say, 50 or 2 here and there from Babar Azam, but you expect him to be converting those 50s as well. His team have definitely needed those many runs from him, and which is why, again, spotlight remains on the Pakistan captain, Babar Azam.
Mohammad Rizwan, again consistent, but not had those big scores that you would expect from
just
Mohammad.
the 100 against Sri Lanka.
That's it.
Which came, I think, in Delhi, was it?
No, Hyderabad.
Yes.
Hyderabad.
First 2 games for Pakistan were in Hyderabad. South Shakil. Then at number 5 for Pakistan, Iftikhar Ahmed.
Incidentally, a power hitter, but I'll go as far as saying your best spinner in this lineup.
Who? Saud?
Iftikhar. Because look at the others, Shadab Khan and Mohammad Nawaz. Now yesterday, Shadab Khan came to the press conference, the pre-match press conference that was there. Shadab just had one thing to say, like, okay, you know what happened in the press conference, and prior to that, the practice session, Shadab Khan was bowling off breaks. Regularly bowling off breaks. That means either he's low on confidence, either he's not confident about his craft. This wicket, whether it will assist him, we don't know. Nawaz, again, a containing bowler. This is where, this part, you've got a problem. Pakistan's major problem, and I am myself surprised in saying this. Who would have thought? Looking up in the 90s, looking up in the 2010s, Pakistan's bowling was their ace. Look at now.
But even so, I think, what's happened over here is, I think even, let's say, a month and a half before the World Cup began, Pakistan were looking good. And I, for one, really like their bowling attack. I think they were delivering on so many counts. I think the fact that Shaheen Shah Afridi, yes, he got a fifer the other day, but otherwise, in the first 4 games, he hadn't done much. Second of all, the fact that, there is no Naseem Shah. So that pair, the fact that pair sort of, that partnership right at the top with the ball got disturbed for Pakistan, that really impacted them as the tournament progressed. It was a setback right from the word go for Pakistan. And the fact that the spin department in particular has been very timid. Uninspired spin bowling, not extracting a lot even when the surface did have some turn on
no
offer.
pressure in the middle overs.
Exactly my point. As a result, teams have been able to punish Pakistan because there is no wicket taking option in the middle overs. That's why they struggled as a team. Iftikhar, it tells you the story. If somebody, a part-timer like Iftikhar, is picking up a couple of wickets as against your frontline spinners, then that just sums up the story for you.
And they have one more major problem. Haris Rauf. Rauf's economy rate, it was shown by the host broadcasters, his economy rate in the middle overs is 11. 11. This is Haris Rauf we are talking about, by the way. Yet again, I think one individual who can't seem to make the transition from T20I to ODI. I mean, let's be very sure about it. How did we all come to know about the emergence of Haris Rauf? Through his exploits in the T20 format.
And his pace.
And his pace. Only in the T20 format, by the way. Agreed. In that game against Afghanistan, he picked up a 5-wicket haul to decimate them for 59. But that's just been it. That's just been it in this World Cup. Ever since Kusal Mendes took a liking to him, Rohit Sharma decimated him.
David Warner.
I mean, when 145, 147 he's bowling, Warner just scoops it for a 98-meter 6.
Paddle and what not. Proper
You do
exhibition, proper exhibition that was from David Warner. Would have dented his confidence for sure. But right now, what is going wrong essentially with Haris Rauf is and I think, what he needs to really do is just explore a bit more as far as his own bowling is concerned, and he doesn't have to look, beyond his own teammates. Look at Shaheen Shah Afridi. I like the fact that Shaheen has now added variation. Look at his dismissal of Hardik Pandya, which happened in the Asia Cup.
Yes.
That slower one, and Hardik was caught at cover. Then Rohit Sharma, World Cup this year, just about a week back, just about 10 days back. Slower one, again Rohit went for the shot, found the man at mid-on. So again, you need to start improvising. You need to be more tactful as a bowler. You can't just be relying on your own pace, and that's the biggest learning for Haris Rauf.
Haris Rauf, indeed. And remember, every team now has played 5 games. Every team. Pakistan are in 6th position. Remarkably, yesterday, Sri Lanka surged to 5th after that win against England. So, if Pakistan need a Kudrat ka Nizam moment, it has to happen today. Because a loss today will mean that England, Pakistan's mathematical chances are done. Because you'll have two teams on 10 points.
True.
If India win against England, they get to 12, they will seal their semi-final
All but
spot.
sealed, yeah.
I know, I think they've sealed.
Okay.
I can't see any other team overhauling 12 points.
Overhauling 12 points. Yeah, you're right. I think for all mathematical purposes, India would have sealed the spot.
Because tomorrow you'll see another table churner in New Zealand, Australia.
The morning match.
Yep, the morning match in Dharamshala. So
We'll be here.
Yes.
As always, we'll be here building up to that emphatic match, in fact.
if Pakistan can get to 6 points today, then and only then they have a chance. And they can do it.
We'll come to who our picks are for the tournament. Meanwhile, by the way, since we are looking at the playing 11s, do feel free to pitch in with your comments, ask whatever questions that you may have as far as changes are concerned or with regards to the two teams. But for now, let's also turn our attention to the South Africa playing 11. This is what it looks like. On your screen is the South Africa playing 11. Of course, Bavuma is now back as the captain, so he'll be opening with Quinton de Kock, who is in smoking hot form, 300s, including a 174.
174 against Bangladesh, and he's only getting better.
Oof, he is relishing playing on these Indian tracks right now. But we'll talk about Quinton de Kock and the South African side a bit more. But let's quickly run you through
Rassie van der Dussen,
11s. Rassie van der Dussen's there, Aiden Markram's there. Again, pretty much the same middle order that you've been seeing all along in this tournament. Aiden Markram again, you can expect a couple of overs from him as well. Henrik Klaasen again, one of the batters who is in rich vein of form. David Miller, again, hit or miss. We're still waiting.
Hit. I would say more hit in this.
But again, you're expecting that 100 or that, blitzkrieg from him. That is yet to come. We've seen that, let's say, in patches. But he's still to come good as far as this tournament is concerned. Marco Jansen, also there. He's going to be one of those
8 sixes against England, 75-36.
Exactly, yes. His best batting performance, by the way, till now. Then Kadzi is there. Keshav Maharaj and Tabraiz Shamsi will be handling the spin bowling department. And Lungisani Ngidi is gonna be.
He will know this Chennai deck a lot, having played for Chennai Super Kings.
Not an awful lot. He's played
18 till 21.
No, but again, he was not always in the 11 though. But the good thing with Ngidi is, and I agree with you over there, that yes, the conditions, I'm pretty sure he would have let the team talk today. He would have definitely had some insights to share with his fellow teammates and the team management.
South Africa's Shardul Thakur. Lungisani.
Perhaps, when you look at, there's absolutely, we often hear about Shardul's, let's say, name being taken in this regard, and it's often construed negatively. The way, in fact, I look at it is, it only tells you that the bowler has the temperament of getting you wickets. He really has that knack of getting you wickets. Lungisani Ngidi, much the same as far as South Africa are concerned, can be a touch expensive, but does guarantee you wickets. Remember, he's in excess of 6 feet, so he gets that additional bounce as well. Where he does miss a trick or two is with his length. He is and has been found guilty, let's say, of bowling it too short at times, and he becomes predictable, always trying to extract that extra bounce. But otherwise, a wicket taking bowler. If the pitch does assist his bowling, then you expect him to be taking at least a couple of wickets on his day.
Yep, and remember, we are all talking about 2 decades. South Africa have not beaten Pakistan for 2 decades in a World Cup.
7? What's the scoreline?
It is 3-2 in favor of South Africa, because 92-96 they beat them. They beat them even in 1999. But then after that, Pakistan have beaten them in 2015 and in 2019.
Well, okay, am I confusing this with then the Pakistan-Bangladesh head-to-head that you were talking about?
Yes. So in that way, even ICC events, 4 T20 World Cups, they have lost 4. All 4 of them. Champions Trophy was the last time that South Africa had managed to beat Pakistan. So the entire decade, only once. That too in 2013, not 2017. So Pakistan won in 2017. So South Africa have to ensure that they give the knockout blow to Pakistan today. Because if they don't, and this is where we'll look at the matchups for 2 minutes before I come to the points table. Because see, it's going to be Lungi Ngidi and Gerald Katsi, Marco Jansen, these 3. against Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan as well as Abdullah Shafiq. These three have a massive thing. And as far as the spin bowling department is concerned, Nawaz and Shadab versus Maharaj and Shamsi.
Let's look at it this way. So they've got where's Shadab? So Shawad, Nawaz and Iftikhar. These three. Look at the spinners over here. You've got Klassen, you got Makram, you've got Maharaj, and you've got Shamsi.
Even, I would say, but South Africa slightly better.
Exactly, slightly better. Just because, by the way, it is because of Iftikhar that I'm giving this Pakistan side some sort of a weightage, because otherwise the other two have looked extremely pedestrian to me.
Yes.
They've not done much with the ball, and they're short of confidence right now, which is why as far as spin departments are concerned, probably a 55-45 for me. Correct. With South Africa leading.
But where South Africa hold the edge is the batting. Markram, Klassen, Miller, De Kock. Oof. And looking at the Pakistan way how they have batted in this World Cup, barring the game against Sri Lanka, Shafiq, Babar Azam, Rizwan, Saud Shakil and Iftikhar, somehow their batting seems stuck in the 90s for me. And I don't see them making that change overnight in that sense. So, it's a big problem that is there. So, this is the points here if we come to some of the comments. So, 10 points clear, India are the only team to get there. But today, if South Africa win, they go on top. Because they have got the best net run rate among them all.
True.
Tomorrow, one among New Zealand or Australia. If New Zealand win, they also get to 10. Then it leaves the door open for the likes of Sri Lanka and Pakistan. If Australia win, there is daylight then.
Yeah.
There is daylight from 1 to 4, 5 to 10. There is a big gap.
True.
And that's why tomorrow and today's games, you'll see major churning in the table. Pakistan could very well go up to 4th. South Africa could slip to 3. Maybe. And tomorrow, if New Zealand lose to Australia, they can slip to 4th.
Yeah.
So that's why it's going to be very tough if we look at it. So,
but very quickly before Siddharth, we take some of the questions, score prediction as well as the winner prediction from you.
Score prediction and win prediction. Okay, since it's Chennai and Pakistan are batting first, I think Pakistan will get to a total of 270. But I see South Africa winning this.
I say I'd want Pakistan to win for the sole reason that
that's why you own green.
Perhaps just a sheer coincidence, but I think I want Pakistan to win here, not because of the fact that they don't look strong at the moment. I'll be honest about that, but I want them to win because I want the table to get interesting.
Yes.
Now, if they win, the table really becomes interesting because Pakistan then moved to 6 points. So South Africa would then have lost 2, and South Africa going into the business end with a loss in mind, you never know.
Yep.
Stranger things and funnier things have happened in the past.
It happened in 2022.
22, exactly. Well, let's not go too far back.
South Africa's remaining games, November 1 against New Zealand. That's going to be a tough match. And okay, 5th is India on King Kohli's birthday.
Yes.
You're asking for too much if you answer.
So let's see. But as far as the score prediction goes, I'm going to go with the Pakistan getting to 281.
281. Okay.
Which should be a match
VVS Lakshman score. Okay.
VVS Lakshman score. Yeah. Or should we go with 241?
No. I think on this deck it looks like a flat deck. I think the sun's out. I think you'll get a typical Afghanistan-like situation.
I would want Pakistan to defend. But let's see. But
with this South Africa batting, who knows, stranger things have happened. So, freaking awesome is like telling us, hope after a gloomy morning at Chennai, sun comes out finally, hope there won't be any rain interruptions. Rasi has the best average against Pakistan, 115, oof. But in Asia, his average is only 35, hope SA wins. Yeah, I think so too. I would want to see, okay, your 4 semi-finalists crystallized, then figure out how to play each one of them. You don't have any kind of distractions then after that. So Sachin Kashyap, I think one weakness, find out that they badly need Abrar Ahmed.
Too soon.
Again, Abrar, we don't know. He might be doing well in tests, but then can he make that?
But what's the sample size, Siddharth? Even in test cricket, what's the sample size really?
So far, he's done well in 7 or 8 tests.
Yeah.
But that isn't enough for him to get into the ODI setup. Maybe if PCB decides to, in the best interest, maybe he could come back.
But red ball, white ball, 2 other skill sets. So again,
they might want to not repeat the mistake that India was doing for a lot of years, mixing formats. I just hope that they don't do that. So, Pawan Venkat, my observation from the last couple of matches, it seems Usama Mir has better control than Shadab. Really? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think he's flighting the ball too much.
Yeah.
That's my criticism of Usama Mir.
And Usama Mir is a horrible fielder. Shadab Khan is a better
Shadab's
fielder.
a very good fielder. Shadab, by the way, right now I think holds much more importance as a batter in the side, because on a couple of occasions he's got you those 34 and 40 like scores. So with the bat he's doing much better than with the ball.
I see. I didn't ask this. Harshit, please.
Who's Siddharth asking? Okay.
I
Any
didn't.
chance of United winning the derby?
Ooh.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Why is it?
I'll keep my mouth shut. But just to let you know a bit, we were just talking about what the plans for Sunday are going to be like. It's coinciding with that England match. And I have my fears, let's say, Siddharth, I'll be honest. I have my fears for that match. I'll be glued to that.
Today. It's not today.
No, it's 29.
29.
I'll be glued to the United match and not watching the England match. I'm sure of that. But then I'll be having my heart in my mouth at all times. I know you're getting winners from Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire when you're playing the best 11. It's not looking good. I'm afraid. I'll be honest.
Yeah. My thing is coming up tomorrow, my friends. It's gonna be really heart in the mouth stuff. It's gonna be these damned Springboks taking on the All Blacks tomorrow, and what is going to be an absolutely epic sporting contest. I'm preserving my energy only for that at 12:30 a.m. tomorrow. So, it's going to be very tough for me. I might come with the most foul mood. I might not want to meet anybody on the 29th. That will be my thing. But if they win, then let's see. King D, will you get first close match today? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. But I think your one close match, chances of that might happen tomorrow.
New Zealand, Australia.
Or any of the minnows. Netherlands, Bangladesh could prove to be a classic. We don't know. So, Harry Maguire playing best football for a long time, by the way. Okay, fine.
He's doing fine. See, he's doing fine for now. He's doing much better than he has in the last few years. But again, consistency, Harry Maguire, both haven't gone hand in hand for the longest time.
Yeah, Freaking was a good point. Only South Africa and India are not playing any day game in this tournament. Yes. I wish they had kept a day game on the 12th. Simple. For making a 1.4 billion people's life a lot easier, you could have at least kept that match 12th on a day.
True.
But BCCI never listens. They cut out the outside noise. That's why they are who they are. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. We are building up even to the India-England encounter. Today, there is practice, no media activity. Tomorrow, most likely, we will have a press conference where a lot of questions will be asked about the fitness of certain players, how's the momentum, and can they make it 6 out of 6? So from me and Harshad, it's bye-bye. See you soon.